What is this instrument? Is it a violin or a fiddle? With its small size, hourglass shape, and a sound often likened to the human voice, this instrument has inspired not just musicians and composers, but also artists, writers, even scientists. You've probably read a story, seen an artwork, watched a movie with the violinist character, or in which the violin was a major symbol or plot point. Have you ever noticed the very different interpretations of the same instrument? A very valuable instrument today, yet once considered low class. Known as the devil's instrument, and yet angels play it too. Present in so many different cultures and genres, even beyond classical. What is the story, or many stories, behind the violin? Outside the concert hall or music library, we can understand musical instruments through art, literature, film, and other forms of expression. Some of these works illustrate the instrument's historical context, such as the social status of the musician and the types of venues that they've performed in. Others focus on the look or aesthetic value of the instrument itself. The violin is an instrument that went through major changes in social status and is therefore portrayed in a variety of social contexts. It also has an interesting history behind its iconic design. The modern violin that we know today was said to have originated in the 16th century by Italian luthier Andrea Amati. He was responsible for some of the violin's most iconic features, which include the hourglass shape, the design of the scroll, the shape and position of the F holes, and the addition of a fourth string. Amati's new design was part of a commission from the French court to produce 38 instruments. During this time in Europe, royal courts began investing more in entertainment, and the value of instruments and social rank of musicians began to improve. Even then, however, the violin was not as valuable compared to other instruments such as the lute and viol. Paintings still depicted violinists as either street musicians or dance instructors. Why? Before the violin, there was the fiddle. There is a saying, the violin sings, but the fiddle dances. There is a pre-existing notion that the fiddle is less capable of melodic expression and more suited to dance music. There are many types of fiddles or small bowed string instruments. The oldest bowed string instrument was said to be the rabab from Central Asia, but there have been other examples from Europe, Asia, Africa, and North America. Each fiddle has its own unique history and performance practice, and how they contributed to the invention of the violin is up for debate. However, like the violin, many of these fiddles started off as mere dance instruments, yet became more socially accepted over time. But back to the violin. In the 18th century, the violin became more valued for its ability to express a melody. Its worth increased significantly among composers as well as in royal courts, and more music was composed for the violin, both solo and for ensemble. And yet paintings and written works reveal how people can hardly forget the image of that same instrument in livelier, more welcoming spaces, such as taverns or public squares, inspiring people into dance. It is perhaps this duality that makes the violin so relatable, yet so charming. An instrument representative of both outward and inward expression. Next time you read a story, see a work of art, or watch a movie about a musician or musical instrument, try to ask yourself these questions. What is the social status of the musician? Where was the instrument played? The streets? Churches? Dance rooms? The royal court? Was the artist inspired by the look of the instrument, rather than just the sound? We can discover music from a variety of things, not just musicians and composers. Keep looking. You might find music where you least expect it.